The world of Formula One is echoing with celebration. Lando Norris is the 2025 World Champion. In Woking, papaya flags fly higher than ever before, marking the end of one of the longest and most painful title droughts in McLaren's history. Champagne floods the garage, smiles fill the cameras, and a nation celebrates its hero. But on the other side of the McLaren garage, hidden behind the noise, the lights, and the spray, there is silence. Oscar Piastri is not simply a teammate enjoying a shared victory. He is a predator patiently waiting for the environment to change. For 2 full seasons, Piastri played the perfect soldier, the quiet apprentice, the loyal support act to McLaren's golden boy. But while the spotlight stayed on Norris, Piastri was refining something far more dangerous: precision. Now, as Formula One marches toward the 2026 revolution, the sport is moving away from raw emotion and instinct and into a world of clinical, software-driven strategy, and that is Piastri's territory. Inside the high-security simulator rooms of the McLaren Technology Center, the rumors are no longer whispers. They are warnings. While Norris wears the crown today, Piastri already holds the blueprint for the next dynasty. This is not just a new season, this is a mission for total dominance. The 2026 shift, the 2026 regulations fundamentally change what it means to be a Formula One driver. Engineers are calling the new cars computers on wheels, and for good reason. With a mandatory 50/50 split between internal combustion and electrical power, the driver is no longer just a pilot. They are an energy architect, and this is where McLaren's internal hierarchy begins to fracture. Oscar Piastri belongs to a new generation of drivers, those who treat the cockpit like a high-fidelity simulator. He processes live data without emotional interference, managing software states, energy deployment, and active aerodynamics in real time. Early 2026, simulations suggest his energy management consistency is 15% higher than Norris's, while Lando relies on his legendary instinct and natural feel for the car. The new era demands patience, calculation, and digital precision, skills that don't come naturally to everyone. Piastri doesn't fight the car when it changes beneath him. He calculates. If the MCL40 is the software-defined machine McLaren expects, Piastri's affinity for complexity could make him the new alpha while the analog brilliance of his teammate struggles to keep up. The Marshall effect, the arrival of Rob Marshall from Red Bull, quietly reshaped McLaren's technical philosophy. His focus on mechanical predictability and aerodynamic stability unintentionally favored one driver above all others: Oscar Piastri. While Norris prefers a sharp, aggressive front end he can attack with, the 2026 regulations demand a calmer, more neutral platform, especially to prevent instability during active aero transitions. Piastri's development feedback relentlessly pushed in that direction. He worked closer with Marshall's engineering core than any other driver, shaping a car whose DNA mirrors his own clinical driving style. This wasn't coincidence. It was a takeover. The MCL40 has been forged as a weapon that rewards calmness and punishes excess, potentially neutralizing the high-energy style that won Norris his 2025 title. The weapon is ready, and it bears the signature of the Iceman. The war of intellect in 2026 races won't be decided by single-lap brilliance alone. Victory will belong to the driver who masters battery management across an entire Grand Prix. The new manual overrun system allows brief bursts of 350 kW, but only if deployed with perfect timing. This is where Piastri becomes lethal. Under pressure, Norris has shown flashes of vulnerability, small tactical errors when emotions peak. Piastri, by contrast, operates like a biological computer. His heart rate remains famously low, allowing him to execute energy decisions with ruthless efficiency. While others panic and drain their batteries early, Piastri will wait, fully charged, ready to strike when the math is undeniable. Formula One is becoming a war of intellect, and in that arena, Piastri is the apex predator. A civil WAR brewing Zak Brown may project harmony, but the walls of Woking tell a darker story. McLaren's past is filled with internal ambition, and history may be repeating itself. The Norris-Piastri tension is beginning to resemble Senna versus Prost. Norris is the emotional leader, the fan favorite, the man who delivered McLaren's redemption. Piastri is the cold challenger, unmoved by narratives. Obsessed only with numbers and legacy, for 2 seasons he watched Norris receive priority strategies and number 1 treatment, but the 2026 reset is his moment. Sources suggest Mark Webber has secured equal status clauses for the new era. If the MCL40 is dominant, Zak Brown won't be managing a partnership. He'll be managing a nuclear reaction. Piastri has studied every weakness, and in 2026 he plans to exploit them. Strike first while Norris fulfills champion obligations. Piastri has been living in the future. More simulator hours than anyone on the grid, obsessing over Melbourne, his home race. He understands dominance psychology, win early, break confidence, force the team's hand, beat Norris in the opening races, and McLaren will have no choice but to back the driver, extracting more from the machine. This isn't a points battle, it's a coup inside Britain's most famous team. The final weapon, wait, the final advantage is brutal simplicity. 2026 demands a 30 kg weight reduction, and McLaren may be the only team starting at the absolute minimum. Every kilogram is worth 0.03 seconds per lap. A 10 kg advantage is devastating, but for Piastri, it's not about speed, it's about tyre life. Narrower 2026 tyres punish aggression. Piastri's smooth inputs preserve structure and temperature far better than Norris's high correction style. Energy management is half the race, and Piastri manages the entire system. The throne awaits Formula One, respects results, not reputation. Oscar Piastri waited, observed, calculated. Now the landscape has shifted, and the stage is his. Lando Norris was the hero of 2025, but 2026 belongs to the man who doesn't need emotion to win. Is this the beginning of a Piastri era, or can Norris evolve before the digital wave consumes him? Let us know in the comments. This is Formula Perspective, and the battle for the Orange Empire has just begun. Subscribe to stay ahead of the technical war.